Hello, I'm Lonnie.
I'm Amberlicious.
We're Untitled Network.
Yay.
I'm hoping we can make these things regularly because this so far is one of the
Because
best
Lonnie wants to
seasons.
watch it regularly.
This is like one of the best seasons of The Walking Dead ever, and this is episode 3 titled Ghosts. And it's almost like they can only go down from here. They've been firing on all cylinders. The show has been amazing so
I
far.
know,
In
for
season
this
10.
to be like the first of the season,
Yeah.
it's been really intense.
The Whisperers are like the perfect villain.
They're the perfect scary villain.
Yes, and realistically, aside from like, I'd say probably like the cannibals, from what was it, like season 5?
Yeah, that was on there briefly.
Yeah, aside from them,
Yeah.
this is easily probably the scariest
Yeah,
horror
the cannibals
type.
are right under them. They were weird. They were weird and creepy.
I think of one guy's name was Gareth.
Yes.
And he was like they had Terminus, and then after Terminus was shut down, they ended up going out on the road, stalking them from the woods and crap.
No, that was good. I forgot about that till you mentioned it.
God,
that was good.
That was it was a
that was a good storyline.
It was very short lived.
It
was barely 3 episodes or something.
But it was still a good storyline though, to be like 3 episodes.
Yep. The oh, this episode, holy crap. So, you've got a couple of just fantastic. There was not like a B story here.
There wasn't.
One, you had Rosita basically. Everybody is just running themselves ragged.
Because they keep getting waves of zombies.
Yep, over and over and over. And they meet up.
What, 48 hours?
Yeah, like 2 or 3 days.
Then finally, the Whispers come out. Hey, meet us at the border. They meet at the border where the stakes were.
But they also said that they weren't responsible for the zombies. And
they said that, but
I'm going to go, they strike me as the type
to not bullshit around.
Yeah,
So maybe that wasn't them.
It could have just been coincidence.
It might have been. It might have been coincidence. Well, Eugene tried suggesting there was something up with the satellite.
Oh, yeah, the satellite made a lot of them go off course and head for Alexandria. And that's probably 100% the truth. That was what I was thinking.
He didn't get to finish his statement, and I really think he thinks there's another party out there. He spends a lot of time on that radio, too.
Oh, yeah. We've already heard. That was how the season 9 ended, was a voice on the radio.
So...
just thinking ahead to what all we have to look forward to, and it's just
yeah, it's gonna be great.
Oh yeah, it's just gonna
be. Because everybody's tired and stuff. Rosita, she gets real ill with Eugene.
Yep. And
is like, hey, we're never gonna happen. Because Eugene has been trying to put forth an effort into making her change her mind.
Yeah, that news went over like a fart in church.
Well, it was a lot for him to take in, being tired as well.
Yeah.
Because in an effort to impress Rosita, he hung out and killed zombies with her during the waves. And then he comes to conclusion of, he basically was like, I don't want to be in the friend zone. And the only reason I was hanging out in the friend zone is because I thought I might change your mind. And he legit, though, felt bad about it. That was the kicker. He openly admitted it, but he felt bad. He felt like a shitty person for doing that. He did.
He's had a thing for her since day one.
Yeah.
And there was, I can't remember if it was
to the point he watched her and Abraham have sex.
I couldn't remember if it was in the TV show or not.
That was in the TV show. Because it was weird.
It was in the show and in the comics. That's something they really wanted to drive home about Eugene. Yeah, he had such a thing for her that that was, God, I thought that was so funny. I was just like, well, this is the next best thing, I guess. And the thing is, Abraham knew about it.
He didn't care.
You know, and he was like, "No, he watches sometimes." And she's like, "Okay."
Right. That was funny.
Like, don't mind him.
But anyway. And then Gabriel puts his foot down to Aaron and makes him take Negan with him. Like, Gabriel was like, look, this is into discussion. You need some warriors? He's perfectly capable.
It is. It's so funny.
And, oh, God, yeah, it's great. I was telling Lonnie when we were watching this, it's like, he has grown so much as a character. I was like, he went from that little priest that left his congregation outside to the zombies.
Yeah.
To, you're going to take Negan fucking with you. And I said so.
That's just comes from so long of having to deal with people's crap. Mm-hmm. It's almost back to civilization level. And so now he has more of a authority.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. Then while Aaron and Negan are out in the woods killing zombies, you know, Aaron's still, which is, you know, I understand where Aaron's coming from. He's really upset. He lost his, as he said, the love of his life because of Negan. And, well, Negan basically was like, look, you're responsible for keeping your own safe. You don't do it, it's on you. And to a point, he's right.
How did Aaron know about Negan's wife?
That's, okay, I wondered that. I'm not going to lie. I wondered how he knew. But he surely did and brought it up. I mean, I don't know. How did? That's a good question.
I'm pretty sure Negan explained the story of his wife.
Yeah, but I don't remember till like when
to
or who.
Gabriel.
Oh.
They were in that.
Well, that would make sense.
Yeah, they were in that house
and
together.
Gabriel told him.
Yeah, there's a possibility.
You know, that makes sense.
Yeah, I'm trying to see what's up because I would like to know for sure.
Right.
And I'm not.
But yeah, so Aaron just was like, well, you didn't protect your wife, you failed her.
That was the wrong thing to say.
And that was the wrong thing to say. And then, you know, like Aaron tried tripping Negan. And they end up like arguing, and then these walkers come up, and in the process of killing them, Aaron trips and falls into this weeds, and it makes him go blind.
They, yeah, and it was some kind of a weed or something that tends to grow on the zombies.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. But, yeah, there's a lot of, like, secondary hazards you have to think about, because there's actually a part in one of the more recent seasons of Fear the Walking Dead where some zombies got near a nuclear power plant, and so they were radioactive.
Oh, no.
And, like, yeah, like, you had to basically, if you ever had close contact with them, you had to, like, destroy your clothes and shower and everything. And Morgan had killed one of the zombies with his staff, and because it was porous wood, it couldn't be cleansed or cleaned, and he had to throw it away because it was radioactive.
That's
awful. And that's happening probably not this season. Maybe this season or last season. Well, one of the two. It's been in the past couple of years when that happened. But I watched a couple of episodes because I had high hopes that there would be some cool radioactive zombie. But instead it was just zombies that were radioactive. Nothing special.
Yeah.
There was like a rumor going around.
You thought they was going to glow in the dark or something?
Well, no, there was a rumor going around, and a lot of times rumors do sometimes come true, where the zombies, because of the radioactivity and all that crap, that they would be like a hybrid, live, like still alive, but a zombie, and like hungering and stuff. But that never happened. That would have been some scary shit right there.
Yeah, it would have been. So, but Negan helps Aaron after that.
Yeah.
You know, to just kind of prove his point, but also because, he's not a complete asshole.
Yeah.
Just part of one.
Negan? I believe Negan is reformed.
You think so?
In my personal opinion, yes.
Yeah.
And I think a big part of it is Judith.
Oh, absolutely.
So.
Well, that, and he's been humbled.
Yes.
Hey, being humbled like that after being in a position of power will usually set somebody on the straight path,
Yeah.
Especially somebody who's like as straightforward as he is.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, okay, I realize this is what I've done. This is what I should have done, or I did what I had to do. It is what it is. Now I'm gonna do what I have to do now.
It's a major case of sit over there and think about what you've done, and he has.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Mm-hmm. He's not, exactly sorry, but he recognizes it. You know what I mean? He recognizes what happened, and he's like, "Well, that's over. Now I got to do what I got to do now."
Yep, I'm trying to think of like what else. The big thing here was Carol.
Yes.
Holy crap.
Carol, of course, has a lot of PTSD from losing Henry. That's his name.
Yeah, everybody basically. I'm sure all that
right,
other
but
crap's
Henry
bubbling.
was like that was what broke her.
Yeah.
And she doesn't like sleeping because she dreams of him. We learned that. And it's not really terrifying dreams, but it bothers her that, that can never happen. She's taking probably caffeine pills to keep herself awake.
Yeah.
And because she's been awake for so long, and she was on the boat for so long, like it's a combination of all of it. She's hallucinating. And she did hallucinate some. And we find out that some of the stuff that we thought she hallucinated, she did not.
Yeah. It's just she couldn't trust her memory.
No, she couldn't.
And yeah, because she had this whole thing about how she was captured by a whisperer and hung up by to have some zombies attack her and everything, and she managed to cut herself down and kill all of them, and then everybody ran in.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, oh, God.
But there were dead zombies around there. They showed that.
I know.
So that was legit.
It was just messed up because they presented it in such a way that you didn't know one way or the other what was happening.
Because she hallucinated a whole conversation with Daryl.
Yeah.
And supposedly, in the hallucination, Daryl was like, "Yeah, my dad was a truck driver, and he thought he ran over this girl, and he really didn't because she was never there because he was always up and."
It's her subconscious talking to her right there. Guilty conscience.
Right. But, thing is, they met the Whisperers out there, and Alpha decides that she's not going to kill anybody as an example. She's just going to extend borders, and it's getting in their hunting grounds.
Yeah.
Where they can, hunt animals and whatnot, But then Carol tries to, shoot her. Because Carol's Carol.
She escalated that whole situation.
She did. Well, she did and she didn't, because here's the thing. Michonne stepped in, and was like, hey, you should understand where she's coming from as a mother. And Alpha said, all right, I forgive you, mother to mother. And at that point, I was like...
It was at night, also.
she's just not as scary. She's becoming weaker, and she's not as scary. Now her followers are still kind of scary because they're, still under the impression that she's not breaking.
But just her
in general by
as
herself.
a figurehead, she doesn't have that same intimidating factor that she did. Mm-mm. But Beta does, and he isn't around a whole lot.
To a point, though. Like, he's still focused on the mission, but his loyalty to her is holding him back.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, there was something going on between him and that girl. So that's going to hold him back.
God. There's no telling. Like, this is... I can't wait to get further into this series because... it's just been good.
And Judith didn't sleep either, even though she went fighting.
Yeah, there's...
She said, it's not safe. If it's not safe, you can't sleep. She's already learned at a young age.
God.
She is I think she's really like... Because, last episode, she's killing zombies and shit. She's really living up to that name Daryl gave her the last
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Sure enough.
Whenever they were in the prison. God, she was born in the prison.
She was born in the prison.
My God. And
that's why she's big right now.
Yeah.
She was born in the prison.
Holy crap. I'm just like thinking about the prison.
How much time has passed? How much shit has happened since prison? That's when Carol really started coming out of her shell, was the prison.
Yeah.
She burned them people.
That was, because everybody was like, oh my God, it was Carol. When the pandemic was going around. Holy crap. Yes. Boy, I bet that'd be something different now, watching it. Holy crap.
Yeah, that's when she showed her shit, man.
She did. And then when she rescued everybody from Terminus.
Oh, God, that was so
those are like the top two Carol moments.
That was so awesome. She looked like fucking Rambo.
That was actually back to back, too.
Yeah, it was back to back.
Because,
Rick had to exile her.
Yeah, God, I forgot it. Because it went from, like, her burning the bodies, being exiled, coming back and saving everybody, and then shooting that little girl for being a freaking...
sociopath.
Yeah, murderer. So it's
like, flowers.
Yeah, she really had an arc there over about 16 episodes. To where
she just came full circle and was like a badass bitch. It was great.
Never forget when she freaking put down her husband. Mm-hmm. She just like lost it.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, God.
Whew. I think we touched on everything, though.
I'm sitting there thinking about Carol moments.
I know.
Because she's such a great character. Easily the best developed of any character on the show. Mm-hmm. It's just night and day. It really is. She's like a whole other person. Everybody else still has some...
part of themselves.
Part of it.
I think right under her is Gabriel.
Yeah.
As far as character development being different.
Judith.
And she's a child. You can really count her.
Oh.
I love her though. She steals the show when she's in it.
Yep.
Whoever they got to play her is just great. But anyway, cool. I think that's it though.
What do you give it?
I'm gonna give it a 9. I don't think it was a perfect 10. But just because at first I was like, God, this episode is lacking. Like,
really?
Yeah.
Okay, well,
the hour 1, hour 2. That was a little drug out.
It was showing the passage of time.
It was a little drug out for me though. Still.
Oh God. Okay. Well, I'm giving it a 10.
Well, give it a 10.
Yeah, because from the very beginning, I was entertained from the.
I wasn't entertained until about 6 minutes into the show.
Oh, I had it. This was a good, solid, perfect episode, but it lacked any major death or huge event that's going to put it on a top 10 list.
Huh.
So,
I mean, it was nice to see, Aaron and Negan kind of work things out. That was good. Even though Aaron had to fucking go blind for that to happen, but what do you do? And all because, like, I understand Aaron's, upset and...
Trial by fire.
A little untrusting of Negan. It's understandable, but hey, sometimes this is a different time they're living in. Like, sometimes you gotta let that shit go and do what you gotta do. Like, hell yeah, let him use the fucking crowbar.
Yeah. He just had it against Negan so much.
He did.
That he just couldn't concede on it.
He let his emotions get in the way of that.
Yeah, his emotions overrode his common sense.
Yeah. That's what happens.
All right.
Yeah, let's wrap this.
Yep. All right. Well, we'll be back for episode 4 before you know it. Really looking forward to wrapping these shows up. And, before you know it, we'll be caught up. All right. I'm Lonnie.
I'm Amberlicious.
And we are Untitled Nerd Network. We'll be back with another Walking Dead episode review.